Hello, everyone, and welcome to TekFlow for Government and Public Facilities, brought to you by Zentek Consultants. TekFlow is a recurring video cast where we focus on publicly accessible venues, right? And we talk about the best technology practices and procedures that we have been implementing for our clients here at Zentek. Whether it's schools, airports, municipal buildings, hospitals, restaurants, any public space that you deal with, we're going to talk to you guys about better ways to manage and control those using simple technologies you probably already own.
And I am Jim Coppinger, a principal here at Zentek Consultants. And today I want to talk about linking data with maps and images. So look, let's face it. By nature, human beings are visual creatures. It's even entered into our standard lexicon, right? How many times have you guys heard the phrase, a picture is worth 1,000 words, or, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We're visual creatures by nature. We can look at things, whether it's shapes and colors and forms, and we can recognize them and we know how to function with those. We understand them intrinsically. What we don't understand all the time are big, complex, static directory structures and file names and numeric numbering sequences and part codes and location identifiers and tags, right? The things that have come with modern computers that we've all just kind of had to learn to deal with and struggle through, and can really cause us a lot of problems in trying to find the information that we're really looking for. When at the end of the day, what we really, really know and understand as human beings is how to look at a picture and determine which areas of that picture relate to what we're looking for. And that's kind of what I want to get into here today, right? We've all spent so many years in the computer world trying to find files and find information and data, and we always struggle with having to go to a specific location or a specific server or a cloud location and find specific, folders and subfolders and file names and revision numbers. You guys all know how complex document management and accessing not just documents, but supporting information, marketing information, space and planning, right? The myriad numbers of different types of data that we work with in these government and public facilities. How do we get that information into the hands of people quickly and easily without extensive training and costs and documents and downloads? And the easiest way is with maps and images. And the best way to do that is really with the simple PDF, right? The portable document format, because it is ubiquitous. Everybody on the planet has the ability to open and read and work with PDFs at some level. And it's great because we can start with the idea of a top level map and just kind of zoom in as we work. All right, so here's a good example. So say there's a particular school somewhere in our massive school districts, right, in our state or our town, that we need to take a look at the evacuation plan. And I'm going to take you through this as an example through a school, but I want you guys to use your own imaginations on this and think about doing the same thing at an airport or at a mall or a restaurant or a hotel, where you can just click and zoom into these additional facilities. And at the top level, all we have to do is provide users with access to one small, easy PDF. So when I go in here, say, okay, you know what? I'm looking at my overall district map here. I know that it's in District 31. So I can just click over here and go right to District 31. I didn't have to teach anybody or explain where it is. People know, all right, that school is in District 31. Right? And you see I've got different numbered schools here, and I can put keys, or they can just hover over it and say, oh, there it is. There's the elementary school in that region that I need to go in and look at. And I can color code maps and areas and buttons and whatever I need. But I can graphically just go in here and say, that's the school that I need to go in and take a look at. And they just click. And you see it brings me right to that school's actual graphic floor plan. Right? And then here you see I can zoom in and out, and I can work with the the floor plans for the first and the second floor. But what's even more important about this, right, is that I can go in and I can actually hyperlink these images. Again, yes, we can integrate buttons, and we'll talk about all of that in future episodes of this VCast. But I can just go with a basic floor plan, or this could be a photo. This could be a really nice, graphic map or a flow chart. The image doesn't matter, right? We can go in and we can hyperlink sections of any image. So here we've got an overall image of the first and second floor plans. But I can easily go in now and just click on here, and you see, just like that, it's brought me all the way in to the safety and evacuation plan. right, for this particular school on this particular floor. And you notice we haven't talked about file names. Where is it stored? What server is it on? Which facility is hosting it? We don't have to worry about any of those things. All we ever have to do is click on images that make perfect sense to most people. I can even go further with this, right? So if I'm going to go in and say, okay, during an evacuation, right, we have 3 assembly areas for this side of the school. Where are they? Well, that's easy. I can just go click up here on assembly area 1. And you see, again, I'm back to integrating graphics, where now I'm looking at the overall map of the site. I can see exactly where on my site is that assembly area, right? I can see, where the kids are supposed to be collected. And I can go further on with that, right? I can go back in and expand these out. I can link images to anything, right? So far, I've been kind of linking, image to image to image to kind of guide you to a specific location. But from here at this level, we can easily go in and we can begin adding in data for whatever it is we need to track. So in this case, in any kind of an emergency or a fire or evacuation system, we have to know, who are the kids? Where are they? Have they been signed in? I can just go click in here. And now I've got a full classroom attendance structure where I can go in and I can start checking out, right, whether, the students are present, they've been excused for the day, are they present? You see, I can tie into the actual information and data in the files and the structures and the forms that you are already using without any extensive training or concerns. Anybody can do that. And I can even tie this and go beyond that, right? I can go into, again, graphically, right? Maybe there are real world entities that I want to see and view. Maybe there's a camera that I need to look in the parking lot in that area to see what's going on the roadway. I can provide links to live camera setups, right? So if I want to go in and actually take a look at live active cameras, right from where I am in any kind of an emergency situation, that's vitally important, right? Or people can see what's going on in terms of traffic at your facility or parking or entrances to the airport you're working in, whatever it may be. There are just thousands and thousands of ways that we can integrate the concept of images and maps directly into our day-to-day operational functions. And this is great because it works at 2 levels. It works for your internal people to be able to find files and data that they need, but it also works just as well and just as simply for the public at large, right? For people who you need to market to or share information with or get generalized data out to. And all you ever have to do, and this is what's really, really powerful about this, you don't have to share all that data. You can put it all in the cloud in a publicly accessible location. So it's available 24/7, 365. And you never, ever have to worry about giving people access right to folders and virtual desktops and VPN sessions and so on and making your IT guys crazy. All you have to do is publish a simple graphic PDF. And you only have to publish one because the links will open all the other ones. You publish this one out onto whether it be a website or a downloadable site or an internal desktop or intranet, wherever you need people to access it, this one master level image can take you through a series of additional images and get you all the data that you really need. This simple concept, integrated to PDFs, is the most powerful document and data control system that I've ever seen. And the great thing is, I've been using Bluebeam Review here today to kind of create these links and show these to you. I mean, while they will work in any PDF once they're created, right? Systems like Bluebeam Review that are real low cost, very easy to use, and most everybody out there has them at some level for basic, PDF markup and editing and so on. It just makes it that much more available and simple for people to integrate these and use them as their master level control system. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, linking data with maps and images. All right, and we're going to expand on this and go into a lot more detail on this concept of linking and how it relates to overall dashboarding as we move forward with our TekFlow for government and public facilities. So we hope that you guys got some good info today, and we hope we will catch you next time. Have a good day, everybody.